Good morning students, hope you all are fit and fine. Today in this video lecture I'm gonna discuss with you your 8th chapter, The Hague Driver by Sinclair Lewis. The theme on which this chapter is based is appearances are deceptive. It means there will always be difference between what people say and what they actually do. In this chapter we'll talk about a young lawyer who goes to a town named New Million to serve summons. There he meets a hague driver, a person who drives a hague, who drives a horse carriage. And the hague driver betrays him, cheats him. A young lawyer comes to a village to serve summons on Oliver Lutkins. This chapter is about a young lawyer. A person who studies law is termed as lawyer. The one who studies law is termed as lawyer. So this chapter is about a lawyer who comes to a village to serve summons. The reason behind he comes to the village is to serve summon on a person named Oliver Lutkins. He comes to the village to serve summons on a person named Oliver Lutkins. A friendly hague driver takes him around in the village in search of Lutkins. An amiable hague driver, horse carriage driver, takes him around the village in order to search Lutkins. Now let us see, does the lawyer find Lutkins? Who is Lutkins? And we'll also know about who Lutkins is. After graduating with honors, I became a junior assistant clerk in a magnificent law firm. After I graduated with honors, after I completed my degree, my graduation degree in law, after I completed my LLB, I became a junior assistant clerk in a magnificent law firm. In a very reputed, in a very grand law firm, I was appointed a junior assistant clerk. I was an assistant clerk. I was sent not to prepare legal briefs. I was never sent to prepare legal documents as I was expected to. A junior assistant clerk is appointed to get legal brief prepared, to get legal documents prepared. But I did not do that. I did not prepare legal documents, but to serve summons. My job was to serve summons. Actually, it was to prepare legal briefs, but instead preparing legal briefs, I served summons on people like a cheap private detective, like a cheap private spy. I was treated like a cheap private detective in the firm. I was not treated there as junior assistant clerk, as I never prepared legal briefs there. I just served someone on people. Usually some cheap detectives serve summons, and right now the firm was dealing me as a cheap detective, as a cheap private detective. I had to go to dirty and shadowy corners of the city to seek out my victims. As my task was to serve summons, I had to go to the shadowy and dirty corners of the city to find my victims. Here, my victim refers to those persons whom I served summon. So to find those persons, I had to go to the dirty and dark areas of the city to serve someone on them. Some of the larger and more self-confident ones even beat me up. Some of the larger, those who were muscular, those who were larger and more self-confident victims of mine sometimes even beat me up. They even beat me. When I went to serve someone on them, they caught me and beat me. I hated this unpleasant work. That is why I hated this unpleasant job of serving someone on people. You may be asked, why did the young lawyer hate serving someone on people? Because his job was to prepare legal briefs and he was sent to the dark and shadowy corner of the city in order to serve someone on people, as well as sometimes some muscular and more confident people beat him up. That is why he hated his job of serving someone on people. And the side of the city it revealed to me, and I also hated the city, especially the negative aspect of the city that appealed to me, where people caught a person who went to them to serve someone and beat him. So I hated this side of the city. I even considered fleeing to my hometowns. Sometimes I also thought to flee, to run to my hometown. I thought to quit the job and to go back to my hometown, where I could have been a real lawyer right away, where I could be immediately a lawyer, where I could be a true lawyer without going through this unpleasant training period. I never wanted this unpleasant, awkward training period, and without getting this training period completed, I wanted to go to the hometown of mine where I could be a real lawyer without practice, without training. That was almost impossible. Sometimes I thought, although I did not flee, but sometimes when I felt extremely tortured, I thought to go to my hometown. So I rejoiced one day when they sent me out 40 miles in the country to a town called New Million to serve summons on a man called Oliver Newtkins. So I rejoiced. I became happy. Rejoice means to be happy. The writer says that he became happy one day, and the reason behind his pleasure was he was sent to a town called New Million. He was told that he had to go to a town named New Million, he had to go to a village named New Million. And this village was 40 miles away from the city. And the reason behind I was sent to serve summons on a man named Oliver Newtkins. We needed this man as a witness in a law case. We needed Oliver Newtkins in a case as a witness. He was a witness of our case, so we needed him. And he had ignored all our letters. Already we had sent him many notices, many letters, but he neither replied nor came. He ignored all those letters, all those notices. That is why I was sent to serve summons on him to New Million. When I reached New Million, my eager expectations of a sweet and simple country village were severely disappointed. Before I went to New Million, I had sweet expectation from the village, as I thought that the village is going to be very sweet. The city is not livable, but the village must be very sweet. These were my expectations. and my expectations got disappointed when I saw that the village was not sweet and simple as I had expected. Its streets were rivers of mud. The streets of the river were full of mud. They were not clean, with rows of wooden shops, and there were rows of wooden shops by the side of the road, either painted a shore brown or bare of any paint at all. And those shops, some of the shops were painted with brown color, with shore brown color, and some were bare, some were not even painted. Earlier I thought that the village must be sweet, the village must be simple, and my expectations got badly disappointed. I was extremely disappointed, as the city, the village was not as beautiful as I had expected. The streets there were full of mud. There were dirt everywhere in the streets, and there were shops. There were wooden shops by the side of the road, which out of them some were painted with shore brown color and some were bare. Some were not colored at all. The only agreeable sight about a place was the delivery man at the station. The only pleasant scene, the only agreeable sight there was the delivery man at the station. The only thing that gave me pleasure, that seemed to me pleasant, was a delivery man who was present at the station, at the railway station. He was about 40, red-fashioned, cheerful and thick about the middle. And this man whom I find pleasant was about 40. His age was about 40. And he had a red face. And he was looking cheerful, who had a charming smile on his face. And he was thick about the middle. It means he was a glutton. He was a plump man. His working clothes were very dirty, although his clothes were dirty as well as well worn. He was wearing rags. His clothes were very old, and he had a very friendly manner to talk. In a very friendly way, he talked to me. In a very amiable way, he talked to me. You felt at once that he liked people. After seeing him, immediately you will feel that he liked people. He liked to talk to people. I want to find a man named Oliver Lutkins, I told him. When I met Oliver Lutkins, I told him that I want to get a person named Oliver Lutkins. That is why I have come to this village. Lutkins. And in a exclaimed way, he asked me about the name Lutkins. And he also told that I saw him around here about an hour ago. He told me that Lutkins was here around the station just before an hour. Hard failure to catch thou. And he also told me that it was very hard to catch, to get Lutkins. Always up to something or other, because he always remains busy. He always remains engaged in something. He is probably trying to start up a poker game in the back of the fridge shop. He further added that probably, perhaps, Lutkins is trying to start a poker game in the back of the fridge shop. There is a man named Fridge, and in his shop I think he is going to start a poker game. I'll tell you, boy, is there any hurry about locating Lutkins? Now he asked me if I was in a hurry to catch, to get Lutkins. Yes, I want to catch the afternoon train back to the city. I told him that yes, there was a hurry to get Lutkins, as I am to catch 1 o'clock's train today, afternoon train today. It was very important secret about it. I was very important and secret about it. I kept all the details confidential about Lutkins. I'll tell you what, I have got a hack. Then the man told me that he had a hack. He had a horse carriage I will get out and we can drive around together and find Lutkins. And he also suggested that he would bring it out, he would get the Hague out, and they both together will search Lutkins, will find Lutkins. And he also told that he knew most of the places where Lutkins hanged out, where Lutkins remained. The places where Lutkins often